Kaduna State is located in the northwestern part of Nigeria, with a population of well over 7 million people. Kaduna is divided into 3 zones: North, South, and Central. Southern Kaduna consists of 8 local government areas inhabited by a Christian majority. History narrates pockets of violence in this zone dating back to the 1900s. However, in May 2011, Southern Kaduna witnessed escalated violence due to political partisanship. According to the Christian Association of Nigeria, over 800 persons have been killed from November 2016 to January 2017. The executive governor of Kaduna State, Nasser El-Rufai, was said to have paid off the perpetrators of the attacks, the Fulani herdsmen, in order to stop the killings. He further imposed a 72-hour curfew on the local government areas affected. On Christmas Eve, Goska community in Kanikon Chiefdom of Jima local government area was attacked during this curfew. We paid a visit to their leader, Honorable Barrister Gideon Morik, to ascertain more facts.
Burnt down, the house is burnt down. Can you walk? I know it's really a sensitive topic to talk about, but can you also walk us, just tell us the story of how your daughter, because we know you lost your daughter, your beloved daughter as well. Can you tell us exactly how they attacked her?
Yeah, the name of the girl is Anna Gideon Mori. She was is a student in New Vine Academy, Buhari, Abuja. She was at home on holidays, and I want to tell you, I have other children, but that girl was exceptionally, I repeat, exceptionally intelligent. Because I know she wanted to become a lawyer. She's the only child that I have that says she wants to go after her father's profession. Mm-hmm. But anytime there's a quiz or a debate in their school, science, she attends and she always comes out top. There's no time Anna comes home without prizes. And so I don't want to call her a pet because there's a way I treat my children. I don't want this one to believe that I love this one more than this. Mm. And I recall 2 days before that incident, when we started hearing rumors that people were going to attack this house, I said, Daddy, when will this injustice stop? When will these people stop harassing us? I said, well, so we're just starting. She just when I was about going out here, she followed me. We were just working together with one other friend of hers. She was just, you say, Daddy, let me go and see what, because youths were already outside, trying to see, just patrolling and see what was happening. Let me see what is happening. We worked with her. After about 1 hour, I said, okay, please come back and rest. So, listen. So when that incident happened, some friends came to me. So I followed them, I escorted them out. Then I wanted to see one of the elderly men around, just down there. Mm-hmm. So I was coming back. Before I could turn this way, before I turned that corner, I started hearing gunshots. That was about 5 p.m. exactly.
On the 24th?
On the 24th. I started hearing gunshots. So I was rushing to come home. Then somebody was telling me, go. And I said, no, I ran to that mango tree. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, the mother had picked a car and some of them entered. But before then, 3 of them, there are some words that are staying with me. 3 of them ran out. They thinking they were safe. Just close to that primary school, that was where they were shot. Wow. So you could see how the assailants at that primary school, they surrounded the whole building. So that was how. In fact, I was coming because when I heard the gunshot, I know some people came thinking they were coming inside this place. I said, no, come. So I was not leading some of them young ones, some of them old ones. I said, okay. When I look at the mud building, I'll just say, I know bullet cannot penetrate this place. Let's follow. So that was how we were doing. I let them just close to that primary school. when I heard the gunshot, I saw the time the man sprayed them. There were about 6 of them there. So when the SAS people came, after a while, then the policeman came. The policeman came with the armored tank. They stationed the armored tank for more than 1 hour, 30 minutes there without moving the people. And I now said, I told some of the officers, I said, okay, please, I see there are some cops down there. Let's go and see. Lo and behold, the first person I saw was a woman with almost 2 months, 1 to 2 months year old. Shot the child, shot the mother. The next other person was a male. They shot him, a very young chap, shot him down. Lo and behold, the third person was my daughter. So when I just look at her, I just kneel down and find out. And I was working in with her immediate senior brother. So when I wanted to pick her, I said, no, Daddy, let me carry my sister.
Sorry for your loss, son.
She's gone.
Well, our prayer and our hope is that Anna's presence and Anna's personality will be remembered throughout time, and that's why we're here, you know, to amplify the voices of the people of Southern Kaduna, every single one of you, because we know this situation cannot keep going on, right? So we're here as an independent broadcast outfit to ensure that every single story that you're telling us right now, you know, is broadcast live, not only to Nigerians, but also to the international community. So they hear from your perspective, like your situation where you've lost your beloved Anna, right? So they hear from your perspective what exactly is going on here, and your call, your appeal, you know, to the government to put a stop to this menace once and for all.
When this incident happened, a police van to Dangoma.
What do you perceive the political benefit is of these attacks? What is the political benefit? Yes, you've talked about the grazing bill and the, you know, Fulani herdsmen coming here to take over the land to graze, right? But what are the political benefits? Why would the governor want the people of Southern Kaduna to perish?
Doma community to hear their perspective and conditions for peace to reign. It is worthy of note that the Osasu Show is the first media outfit to give a listening ear to the alleged perpetrators of the Southern Kaduna crisis.
I'm here with the Galadima of Gandoma, which is a predominantly Fulani community here in Southern Kaduna. So we're sitting down here to ascertain the facts of the events that occurred from the 22nd of December all the way to the 24th during the 3-day curfew put in place by the state governor, Nasaru El-Rufai. So, sir, do you mind walking us through the events from your perspective that occurred during this 3-day curfew?
Really happened, or things that happened since on the 23rd, we in Dangoma, as a result of the nickel that was discovered in Dangoma, is the major reason behind the hatred and dislike of the people on this land. We, the indigenous of Dangoma, has been here for over 500 years. we have our graves and also the surrounding buildings that will show that this is our land.
Is it true that people from this community went into Goska community and pilferated items and killed people?
Sincerely, it is a surprise. If the Kaninkong men would say this as against us, it means they are insincere and they don't have truth. Their district head, Moses Berde, told the DPO and other law enforcement agents that the Fulani Sonje Kagoro are the people who had problems with them. If they may be sincere to God, they had their cause of crisis with the Fulani in Sonje Kagoro.
Are there Fulanis in this community who were part and parcel of the attacks that were taking out against Goska?
Never. Wrong information.
Do you think that the Christians and the Muslims can live peacefully in these communities?
Why not? We have been made by God and then we must stay together and exist together.
What is the cause? Why do we see an escalation of violence against both religions?
To my understanding, I have said this severally, once men do not agree to the laws of God, there must be sufferings. The whole of Goska people are troublesome and never want peace. They feel and then they are boastful of the people they have in government. And that is why they could continue to do all the harms that they are doing, wrecking on people. There was a time I asked them to investigate the people of Sokapu and the politicians of Southern Kaduna. It is therefore important that there is no way we can be asked to stay apart with the Fulani and the Southern Kaduna people. They never desire to see us as Fulani people.
But the Christians are accusing the Fulanis against that as well, right? So we're just coming from Goska community, and the allegations made against, your community, which you have cleared that, you're not harboring any perpetrators of these recent crimes. But the allegations that they made is that the Hausa Fulanis are trying to drive out the Christians from the community so they can graze on their land, they can take their cattle on their land. Is that true?
Before the whole world, this Dangoma land is our land. We are the owner of this land and we are the one who gave them the place where they stay. I could give you books to tell you the history because we have nobody, and that is why they made us to be foolish and illiterate. The people of Goska know the Fulanis that are fighting with them. How we have Fulanis in Kano and everywhere. How can a Fulani man from another place cause the fight and then we'll be told that it's a Fulani in Dangoma? The district head of Goska knows them. I don't have to do that. He knows the people. He told the DPO and area commander, Fulani Sonje Kagoro are not the Fulani of Dangoma. Ask the district head of Goska. He told them in my presence. It's as a result of the crisis that the people of Goska had with the people of Sonje Kagoro that we have the effect on our people because we don't have anybody.
Put an end to these killings and this conflict once and for all, because the Fulani and the Christians have been living one-on-one for such a long time. So why is it now? We also believe that there's some political influence in this crisis that's going on. So how do you suggest that we put an end to it once and for all and completely?
Thank you very much. I have said severally, apart from Dangoma and Goska, in the whole of Southern Kaduna, I don't know, maybe my messages have not got there, but I wish that this your platform could take my message there. It's not possible for us to live here and for anybody who has stayed in a land for 100 or 200 years. They in Southern Kaduna never have the interest for people to live with them, except if we'll be turned down. We don't have anywhere to go. This is our home. The Fulani man who is being born in Kachia, Zangon Katav, Jaba and wherever, we must stay together. In addition, the politicians of Southern Kaduna, I repeat it, measures should be taken on them. I can make instances for you. After Goska, I believe you have passed a village called Ambam. The district head has instructed the youth and the people to take away the barbed wire there, but the politicians have asked the youth to violate that. And that is the major reason why we have these problems. Here in Goska, they had killed one of our Fulani man. You can go and ask the district head. Honorable Gideon Morik and Autame Samari, they are proud of their land. And they took the case to the area commander, to the court, and came back to settle the matter. They resolved. And that is what is the reason of what happened in Goska. And that is the consequences of what we are facing now. Even we, the rulers, are afraid.
But if they claim that the people of Goska have people in government that are maybe Christians, that's what he's saying, right? Or Christians of the same party, yes. Right? Yes. So they can also make the claims that the people of Dangoma and Kagoru, right, also have Sanjay also have people in government with the likes of the governor El Rufai and the president Muhammadu Buhari. So how do you counter that accusation?
That one is left for the district head of Goska and Sanjay. We don't have anybody except our cows.
So you feel the Dangoma community is marginalized, meaning that it's abandoned?
That is the real talk. If we want peace, what we desire is our emirate. Here in Dangoma, we want our emirate. Secondly, we need road from here to Godogodo. We need a ward, a political ward, for peace to reign. That is the final solution for peace to reign. I repeat, give us an emirate, give us a ward, a road from here to Godogodo, Dangoma to Godogodo, a secondary school, junior and senior secondary school, and a very big hospital. When you move to the secondary school around the river band, over hundreds of students there are students of Dangoma.
Okay, so right now, where do they find those facilities? So where are the secondary schools? Where are the, what is it called? Hospitals? Where are these facilities right now? Where do they have to go?
All these things, we have to go to Kafanchan. I want to welcome everyone for coming to Dangoma. As I've said earlier, I am standing in for the district head. My cries and my request to the federal and state government, we here have been here for 500 years. Since 15 AD, we have been here to Dangoma. Even the white men, they came here and met us. Since then to now, when the Queen came to Nigeria, we welcomed her. I was alive then. The problem here, for us to live in peace, I call on the southern Kaduna people, especially the politicians, that have bent to seeing that all Hausa Fulani men are not existent in southern Kaduna again. This can never yield any result. There is no point, and it is impossible for you to think about driving away the Fulani men in southern Kaduna. Secondly, we here in Kaninko are in the same emirate. We have made agreements to stay in peace. We have agreed that wherever a Fulani man is coming, we are going to stay together and we live together. And then we have left in that peace. We have not breached any trust, but the problems that is prevalent now, especially Honorable Gideon Morik, since God has placed him on the seat, he has never allowed us to live in peace with the Kaninko people. We don't have schools. I call on government to give us school here so that we can have our ward, we can have our emirate. We advise that all the killings must be stopped. All the politicians should be checked. We call on the public to live in peace. We in Dangoma are peace-loving people and obedient people. I'm a captain in the Nigerian Army and I'm retired. I will not allow any of my child or my younger ones to witness what has happened in Biafra. I was a participant then.
But has Dangoma been attacked? And if so, how many people have lost their lives?
As a result of the crisis they had with the Fulani of Kaguru, as a result they've killed some of our people here in our town and even burnt our houses. I had it on mind to beg you, but 27 houses have been burnt. I would go and show you what happened. When Goska was attacked, our children came out to protect the land. But in the morning, I was almost attacked in my house, but out of God's mercy, I was protected. I was shot by a bullet and the youths from Goska came down from the ammo tank and shot these people to death. That we know the people who killed them. They used the platform of Khan and came in here. As a matter of fact, they're the first people who came here. They shot our people to death.
You've talked about the demands that you need for everlasting peace here in Dangoma, right? You've talked about building healthcare. The government should assist in building healthcare facilities here, secondary schools. So in an instance, and an emirate, sorry, and in an instance that the government does not accede to those demands of yours, what would be the next step? What would be the retaliation?
What do we have to do? We must be patient. If government says there's no means, we must be patient and continue our suffering.
But if those things are a condition for peace, does it mean that without those things, no peace will reign?
Why not? Why not? There must be peace. Only that we will leave all to God. But that means government is not interested and is not ready to make peace. If you request 5 things and you are given 2, at least you appreciate what has been done.
But do you think that is the best way for
Fulani only to leave
Fulani and
we are not saying that we should live alone. But all these things you mentioned, will at least reduce our mingling together with them.
You don't want to mingle with them?
We want to mingle with them, but you see, during elections, so many things do happen. During our younger ones and children do go to school in their areas. We don't know what might happen to them, especially time like
There's
this.
no trust?
There is trust between we and them. But you see, anything can happen. One of our brothers was just rearing his cattle around their area, so they killed him. How? You can see how what do you think will happen with our younger ones by going to school?
Cattle rearing is also a very serious issue now, because we're seeing that there's a backlash, on also herdsmen who rear cattle on lands that belong to other people, right? So what do you think is a solution to that? The government proposed the grazing bill where they will allocate a piece of land across the country for, cattle rearers. So do you think that it's a feasible solution to keep business as usual, in the sense that those people who are cattle herders continue rearing on properties and farmlands that don't belong to them?
You see, it cannot happen like that, that the cattle rearers should rear only on the grazing land that government provide for them.
It can't work?
It can't work.
Okay.
So they must go out somewhere else to rear their cattle.
But on other people's lands?
Yes.
Yes.
Madam, tell madam, rearing, wherever you stay, you rear.
It is evident that there are severe political undertones behind these attacks. The rhetoric spewed by not only community leaders but politicians at large is very disturbing. After leaving Gandoma community, we sat with the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria in Jema local government and the secretary of Jamaatul Nasr Islam.